Numbers chapter 14. Then all the community broke out in loud cries and wept on that night. All the people of Israel grumbled against Aaron and Moses. And the whole community said to them, "Would that we had died in Egypt, or indeed we should have died in this wilderness. Why is the Lord bringing us to this country to make us fall under the sword, and make our women and little children part of the plunder? Would it not be better for us to return to Egypt?" And they said to one another, "Let us appoint a leader and return to Egypt." Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the people of Israel. Joshua son of Nun and Caleb son of Jephunneh, from those who had explored the country, tore their clothes, and then spoke to the whole community of the people of Israel, saying, "The land we went through to explore is indeed a very rich land. If the Lord is pleased with us, He will lead us to this land and give it to us, a land flowing with milk and honey. Only do not rebel against the Lord, and do not be afraid of the people of the land, for we can devour them like food. Their protection is withdrawn, and the Lord is with us. Have no fear of them." The whole community was thinking of stoning them when the glory of the Lord appeared before all the people of Israel in the tent of meeting. The Lord said to Moses, "How long will this people spurn me? How long will they refuse to believe me in spite of the signs I have performed among them? I will strike them with a plague and destroy them, but I will make of you a greater and more powerful nation than they are." And Moses said to the Lord, "The Egyptians know that you have brought out this people from their midst by your power, and they told it to the inhabitants of the land. They know that you, the Lord, are in the midst of your people, and that they have seen you face to face. They know that your cloud stands with your people, and that you go before them in a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. Now, if you destroy this people at one stroke, then the nations that have heard of you will say, 'The Lord was not able to bring this people to the land He had promised them on oath, so He slaughtered them in the desert.' Now let your power be seen, my Lord, for according to your words, the Lord is slow to anger and rich in steadfast love, forgiving sin and rebellion. Yet He does not declare innocent those who are guilty, but He punishes children to the third and fourth generation for the wickedness of their fathers. Pardon then, I pray you, the sin of this people, according to the greatness of your merciful love, just as you have pardoned them from Egypt, even until now." Then the Lord said, "I pardon them as you have pleaded, but as truly as I live, and as truly as the glory of the Lord fills the earth, I swear that all those who have seen my glory and the signs I performed in Egypt and in the desert, and yet have put me to the test 10 times, and have not heeded my voice, none of these shall see the land which I promised on oath to their fathers. No one who despised me shall ever see it. Only my servant Caleb will enter it, because he has a different spirit, and because he has followed me faithfully. I will bring him to the land where he has already been, and his descendants shall possess it. The Amalekites and the Canaanites are living in the valley. Therefore, turn back tomorrow and set out toward the desert by way of the Sea of Reeds." Then the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, "How long will this wicked community grumble against me? I have heard the grumblings of the people of Israel against me. Say to them, 'As truly as I live, it is the Lord who speaks. I will do to you the very things you have said in my hearing. The corpses of all of you of 20 years or more that were numbered in the census, who have grumbled against me, will fall in the desert. None of you will enter the land where I swore to settle you, except Caleb son of Jephunneh and Joshua son of Nun. But your children, who you said would be taken as plunder, them I will bring, and they will know the land that you have rejected. Indeed, your corpses will fall in the desert, and your sons will wander with their flocks for 40 years in the desert, bearing the guilt of your faithlessness until the last of you lies dead in the desert. According to the number of days spent in exploring the land, 40 days, 1 year for each day, for 40 years, you shall bear the guilt of your sins, and you shall know what it is to oppose me. I, the Lord, have spoken. Surely this is what I will do to this wicked community that has conspired against me. In this wilderness they shall be finished, and this is where they shall die. The men sent by Moses to explore the land, and who on their return had made the community grumble against him by spreading discouraging reports about the land, those men who had wickedly spread a bad report on the land died of a plague before the Lord. Only Joshua son of Nun and Caleb son of Jephunneh survived out of those who had gone out to explore the land. When Moses related this to all the people of Israel, the people mourned bitterly. They rose early in the morning and wanted to go up to the top of the mountain, saying, "Here we are. We have sinned, but now we are ready to go to the place that the Lord has promised us." But Moses said, "Why do you want to disobey the Lord's command? You will not succeed. Do not go up. You will be struck down by your enemies, for the Lord is not with you. The Amalekites and the Canaanites are there waiting for you, and you will fall by the sword, for you have turned away from following the Lord, and he will not be with you." They insisted on going up to the top of the mountain, but neither the ark of the covenant of the Lord nor Moses moved from inside the camp. Then the Amalekites and the Canaanites, who lived in the hill country, descended on them and defeated them, beating them back as far as Hormah.